So today we're going to be answering a couple questions, mostly centering around the fact that, okay, so a share of stock is not considered to be a loan, so then why is a bond? And in order to answer this question, we should start off with defining exactly what stocks and bonds are and how they differ. So a stock is a security, so for short, which is issued by borrower or firm to the lender on the condition. So under the condition that borrower will pay back the principal amount due whenever demanded by the lender. And the dividends from profits of the firm if the borrower is in a position to do so. And the dividends from profits if the borrower is able. So stocks don't have maturity. The stock no maturity date. There is no obligation for the firm to return money of lenders by or on a particular date. So bonds are also financial securities, so the first part of this remains the same. The financial security are issued by the borrower and directly issued by the borrower to the lender. So what differs here is really the condition. Bond, the condition is essentially that the borrower pay a fixed amount fixed interest, but fixed interest to the lender until the maturity of the bond. And on top of this, they will also pay back the principal amount on the bond. We see here that while bond stocks are both financial securities, which are issued by borrowers or firms to lenders, the conditions are really what differs here. For a stock, the condition is that the borrower will pay back the principal when demanded by lender, and the dividends from profits if the borrower is able, but there's no maturity date, so no obligation for, the firm to return the money by or on a particular date. But with a bond, the condition is really that the borrower must pay fixed interest and the principal until the maturity of the bond. This is a requirement. So the reason why a bond is really considered to be a loan, while it isn't, is that the bond doesn't rent. And it does. And it is mandatory for the firm to pay interest on the loan, irrespective of whether the firm is making a profit. So even if the firm is not making a profit. However, in the case of stock, so stocks rep partnership. And since the holders of the stock of the firm, they have some small ownership in the firm, they have a claim. So owners of stock have a claim on the profits, which are in terms in the form of dividends. But the firm isn't really obliged to always pay the dividend or the principal amount. So therefore, there's this open-ended commitment with stocks, differentiating it from the bond, which the firm has to make the payments. So as a result, a bond is considered a loan while the share of stock is not. Perfect. Now that we've cleared that up, let's talk about why corporations issue shares of stocks as well as bonds. They do both of these things. So the reason they do this is that corporations at the end of the day want to maintain a balance. A balance is between the debt that comes from bonds and the ownership spread, or kind of the dilution that issue that is represented by the issue of shares of stocks. So at the end of the day, when you have stocks, you kind of have dilution in the ownership of the firm, and they want to balance that by the debt that comes from bonds. So even though saves the owner of corporations from giving away bits of the corporation, it means that they have to, it entails this fixed payment of interest until the bond matures. So even if the corp is doing badly, not making any money, and it's struggling to have day-to-day operations with bonds, it still has to pay up at the end of the day. In case of stock, though it doesn't have to pay up badly, there is this dilution of ownership. So basically, corporations at the end of the day, I said it earlier, want to keep a good balance between the amount of bonds and shares of stocks that they do. Great. Thanks so much, guys.